bringing in about maybe an hour into the job. So far what I've done is removed, you see the nut there on the pitman arm. There was another nut on the other end of it. Removed the nut on the bottom here on the idler arm and on the other end. Also removed these two bolts. Oh, where are they? There they are. One and two bolts. Remove those. So now, and after that, used my puller, pitman arm puller, to pop the pitman arm loose there, or to the idler arm there, and the pitman arm under here is loose. So I think next, let's pull this whole unit out so I can separate the idler arm from, honestly I don't even know what this thing's called. And then I think I'm going to need to loosen up the whole steering box so I can get a puller on the pitman arm. Alright, took a bit of finagling to get that thing out of there. It does come out. Alright, driver's side. Got 3 bolts. 1, 2, 3. That's the 3 holding on the steering box. I got those broken loose. Just going to remove those and see if I can get the steering box just to come out a little bit. If I can get it to about here, I can get my puller on it. The ratchet strap is holding up the steering gearbox. I was able to slide it forward enough to get my puller on it. I did have to drop the sway bar. It's still connected on the other end at the wheel, but these two and then this connection is off. I disconnected the steering arm, or upper steering shaft. There's no way you can see that. Anyways, the steering shaft that goes, there's an upper and a lower. I just disconnected it right in the middle because I'm probably replacing my upper steering shaft anyways while I'm at it. So just one 15mm bolt on the steering shaft. Let's loosen that or remove that. And now I should be able to pop that loose. Okay, need a breaker bar. Alright, so I was able to pop that off there with a little help from a breaker bar, and I shocked it a few times with a hammer, and then it just ended up popping off. So I've reinstalled the steering box and reinstalled my sway bar. Now I'm going to put the new pitman arm on. Alright, that's it. Everything's bolted back in. Got those 2 bolts torqued down. Nut there on the idler arm. Other end of the idler arm, cotter pin. Both arms. Don't forget to grease everything when you're all done. I also replaced the upper steering shaft. Oh gosh, you can't see, you can't even see it down there. It's down there. Which connects right up in here to your steering column. to get that steering shaft out this way. Well, it's the only way. You got to get it through the inside. You got to take off your accelerator pedal, 10 millimeter here, 10 millimeter at the top, and then you have the bracket 1, 2, and then through a hole in the back of that plate is number 3. Pull all that down, and then the steering shaft will come out right through here. Put your new one in. I'll show you my old one, which is probably causing the clunking in the steering wheel. Just a little too loose. So shouldn't be able to move it around that easy. So that little U-joint just wore out. So replace that. Hopefully now I'll be able to take this thing to an alignment shop and get it aligned.